Hello, my friends. Welcome back to video 6 in my new catalog video series, and we're getting fancy right
Take
now.
two.
This is take 2. So we started this, and I jabbed him in the hand
Yeah.
and cut him. And then I ran out of storage on my phone, and we were waiting for it to upload and upload and upload. And we're trying to get to Mexico because we're recording this before we leave for the incentive trip.
That's why we're wearing the same clothes.
We're wearing the same clothes as yesterday, but it's fine. Shh, don't tell anyone. But in the process, we discovered that I can do two different cameras. So this is going to be good because now I'm using my desktop to be able to record from. So I don't have to worry about storage. So this is fantastic. But this means we have to start all over. So
we're going to be able to upgrade. So eventually you will be able to see us as we're creating too. So
we're getting fancy.
You'll be able to see all my facial expressions.
Hopefully no bad words.
I've been good. What are you talking about?
I'm usually the one that has that problem.
I know.
All right, so we're using the Seaside Wishes today. This is one of my favorite bundles. This is very Cape Cod-y, so you can see Seaside Wishes. And then we've got the hybrid embossing folder, which has the embossing folder and the dies that cut out.
Is that from that light?
I don't think so.
Oh,
maybe.
Sorry, I'm reaching people.
I think it's the light.
Maybe it's just
behind us because the window's right there.
Nope. Does that make it better? Worse.
Oh, they can see it. They'll get the home and play with it. So
can you see me now?
It's embossing and die cutting at the same time, so that's really cool.
I'll show it again underneath.
Yeah, it'll be easier.
It'll be better.
So, we're using, so Nate designed the card today. He's actually going to stamp it. He did this one pretty much on his own. He did kind of ask for some input on this one, but I think he did really well. We used this for the incentive trip swap card. So if you're in Mexico and you got one of my cards, thank you. It's great to swap with you. And it features all of the new in colors. And the in colors, as I mentioned earlier this week, are beautiful for one. Do we want to test you? No reading the labels. What are the colors?
Pretty in pink.
Yeah.
Shy shamrock.
Yeah. Teal.
Peach pie.
Yeah.
Teal is summer splash.
Yeah. And the one you always forget
is petunia pop. Yeah.
Good job.
There we are.
So the in colors are beautiful for one, and I think they work really nicely with this particular set. And he did. And we'll share with that. But the other thing to know too is I've got In Color Club that's happening right now, so you can still join that until I get back from Mexico, which is actually yesterday. I think when I'm recording this, it'll be yesterday. We'll be back in time. We're traveling right now. But so I think you can still join though today. I think it's not closed quite yet. And then also the starter kit promotion is fantastic right now. So between May 1st and May 31st, you can join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator and do your own, get your own discount or do your own little crafting business if you'd like, and get extra $80 worth of product for on top of the $125. So you get $99 plus tax, you get free shipping, you get to select $125 worth of product of your own choice, so you can pick goodies out of this brand new, beautiful catalog. And then on top of that, you'll get an assortment pack of in color cardstock, all 5 ink pads, all 5 Stampin' Right markers, and the designer series paper, which we're going to use today as well. So lots of great deals there. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll put links in our video too. But let's get stamping. So
yes.
I'm going to have
moving it along.
Let's take over.
So I'm going to switch cameras now.
Fancy.
You'll still be able to hear us, which is we've tried all this.
Yeah, let's hope it works.
What do I?
Don't just click on that part. Like not. Okay, that works too.
That worked.
Yeah.
Aha.
Okay.
Didn't screw it up.
All right. Okay. Take it away.
All right. So. Let's see, where did I start out last time? So I used, so again, let's go back here. I'm so confused. All right, so Seaside Wishes is what we're using. Let me get the light back around here. Maybe that'll help brighten things up a little. There we go. All right, so I only used the sentiment out of this. I did not use other stamps from that. But what I did use is the embossing, which allows you to also die cut at the same time. And what's nice about this is the dies for the sand dollars. It's a one-piece unit, so you get to cut out all three of them all at the same time. But you get to do it at the same time as you do this. So I cut my white paper down to be able to fit inside the folder, but not too small. But I think it was my original one was I think was 4.5 by 6 inches. This one's a little longer because I just had to grab some scrap paper because we got deleted off the other video, and I have to move along, improvise. So I forget which one side here. It's more raised up, so you can actually set the die to it. No, that's not the one. It was this. Yeah, it almost. Yeah, if you do this the right way. No. Why am I not doing? No, it's got to be. It's got to be this one. Sorry. Yeah. So yes, when you have it sit in here, it fits nicely. So I put in my white paper, close it down, and my assistant.
Lovely assistant, Miss Van.
Thank you. We'll throw this through our. Oh.
Yeah, cutting and die cutting at the same time. So it needs a little bit more oomph.
There is just a tad bit of delay between what you're seeing and what we're saying, but that's all right.
It's all good.
We're going to make this work. We have to move up in technology. It has to happen. Yep. I could tell when I proposed
about it.
When I proposed doing this, she was like,
until I figure it out more.
I pushed the envelope.
He's good like that.
All right, so let me put this stuff back because I am one that likes to put things back away before I move on to the next thing
we're really learning each other's OCD moments over the last few days.
A little bit.
He was trying to put the swap cards away in random color order, and it was like,
yes, because heaven forbid if they're mixed up. But that's the whole point, right? They're going to be mixing it up when they
swap them.
So who knows what color you're going to get. Anyway, so once you've embossed, again, it does make all the little bubble things, which I did not use. Like Janet said, you could probably cut them out in smaller to use on your project somewhere, but I did not. So moving along. So I've got my 3 sand dollars. And what I did with this is I used the Pretty in Pink. And there was no we, just me.
Yeah, he did this.
Blending brush.
He actually designed, cut, prepped, assembled all of my swaps.
With the blending brush, a little bit of pink, wipe that off a little bit, and then just kind of brushed a little. Is it going? Circles? What? Yeah, see? So I get a little bit of tinge on there. Not a lot, just a little. Because this is where my wife crushed all my dreams when we were doing this. Because, of course, instead of getting any manly stamps, this was as close as she could get that we were.
I wasn't really thinking about you when I ordered. I'm sorry.
See that? She doesn't think about me. See that?
See that?
It's just all about her.
Just I told him to go through the catalog and make a list, and I'll buy him some presents.
So, anyways, with the sand dollars being on Cape Cod, that works. So, of course, I originally wanted to do this in off-white, which she had told me originally was being discontinued, but come to find out,
it's just the envelope that are discontinued.
So yeah, so she lied. And then, so then I ended up going with white, and I was like, oh, you know what I can use is some Wink Estella on it, and just give it a little bit of glitter, And I got told, that's back ordered, and I don't have enough, and so again, it was like one thing after another. She's just gonna kill my dreams. So anyways,
fine without it. See,
I did.
Challenging you and getting you out of your comfort zone, just like you just did for me.
So again, so I did it to all three of these, just a little bit of color on them, just to give them, because the white just seemed like, with the design, it wasn't enough to make it really pop on the card. So with that, all right. So there's that part. So we'll put these aside because we'll use those later. Now, on the card base, I used 5.5 by 8.5, and this is in crumb cake. I just cheated because I stamp because I ended up using I did use one of the stamps. I lied. See that? I said I didn't use any stamps, but I did. The little pebbles down here. You can see. Let me get that a little closer. There you go. See the little pebbles? I use this to go around the border of my card. But let me put the crease in this at 4 1/4. Mm-hmm. Look at that. I'm remembering numbers.
Okay, I'm just gonna stab you again.
Yes, you were. See, again, this was the last time that I went to go do this that she gouged my hand.
Well,
you see that?
He reaches for the dark green one, and that's hard, not score it. So I was getting nervous.
Battle room. This is like working on a car. The car always bites me in some way. I work with my wife, and she bites me. So what we did, all right, so this is the little stamp. Put it on a little block, and I need crumb cake. There it is.
What's your wife's favorite color?
Crumb cake? Really? Oh.
Like it's like just such a good neutral. Although there is a brand new neutral called beige.
Okay.
So we'll see. Maybe that will do well.
Anyway, so what I did with this is I kind of just went around the edge. Actually, this was one of Jen's ideas because I seemed like it was
beige versus crumb cake.
You're interrupting me right now. I'm in the middle of crafting. What are you doing?
Crafting is a social activity.
Really? That's why you do it by yourself all the time. Anyways, because again, the reason I picked crumb cake is because it looks like sand. Sand dollars want sand.
The dog is here.
So that's the idea of these little pebbles, is to give it a little texture to it so it looks like you're at the beach. And I will show you why when I get to some of the other layering here. So just go around random. Doesn't have to be any particular way. That's what's fun about card making, right? It's all up to the individual's design and thoughts. So, moving along. All right, so here we are. We got this now. I'm going to do, like I said, I used all the different colors. This one here, I will use the peach pie. Man. So I use the regular cardstock. This is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And this this gets popped. So before I do that, and I use this designer paper.
The in-color paper.
The in-color paper.
One of the items in the starter kit.
So I looked at the different styles because she's got a different. I first looked at this one actually with all the little dots as like being like bubbles. That would work, but I couldn't get it. But I did like the stripes, and it comes in all the different colors. And the reason I went with stripes, because it looks like a beach towel. Get it? On the beach towel, sand dollars. Kind of putting it together. All right, so just going to take this down. I'm trying to move this along and not take up so much time because I did go a little long on the last video I did, and I got yelled at. Did too.
Well, that's because my phone kept running out of space.
Hence why we're upgrading on what we're doing.
It doesn't matter.
So now I've got my beach blanket with my little border around it, right? So now this we're going to pop with dimensionals, which again, another thing that she did to me. When I was putting all the samples together, right, I asked, well, we got enough dimensionals, right? Well, all she had was left were the minis. That's what she thought anyways. Come to find out, just like
vanilla was retired.
right, just like with the paper, lo and behold, she had bigger ones, but made me put together almost over half of the swaps with little minis with these sausage fingers. It doesn't.
You're stepping out of your comfort zone.
This
You're
is not stepping out of my.
I'm pushing you or shoving you. Something.
Something. All right. So moving along here. So let's keep moving here because I'm. Oh, we're already at 15 minutes. I'm moving. My poor puppy wants. She probably needs to pee.
I know. Hey, Shelby's been hanging out with us today as we've been doing videos and designing things and prepping for Mexico.
Right.
Although by the time you watch this, we will already have been and back. Hopefully.
Hopefully,
yeah.
if all goes well.
Let's hope all goes as planned.
No
Snafus.
doors flying off or
Don't say that.
engines blowing up.
Stop it. Don't say that.
You know, all the fun stuff that happens in the air. All right, so center this right in the middle here with all our little dots around. There we go. Boom. Just like so. And there we go. We got our beach towel on the beach. So back to our sand dollars. Sand dollars. So two of these I end up just taping straight down to the beach towel itself. So let's do that. Go ahead and do that. A little bit of tape. Here we go. Such a great idea. Idea. There we go. There's one. And we're going to go with two. And this one I did something like that. There we go. All right. Two down, one to go. One to go. There we go. Use the right fingers. So with this one here, we're going to do our banner. So I went with, You Absolutely Made My Day. It's not the one I was originally going to go with. I was actually going to go with this sentiment, but the only way I could do it was on like a 2-inch circle, and I was going to do it in yellow as like sun, but it just didn't work. So again, have to improvise and come up with something different.
His wife might have vetoed him.
It's one of her inputs.
That was my input.
Sorry, so I made this little strip. This was, I think this is a half inch
by
4.
I think so.
Yep, by 4 is what I made. I'm not going to cut another one. This is what you get. You get to see this. All right, so we are going to stamp this, as I stamped a ton of these this morning.
He did such a good job on my swaps. He's going to show you at the end all the different colors.
I will do that.
And I'll show you my samples that I made with this one.
She threw together a couple samples real quick with a little bit of input, but she did all right. She did all right? She did all right.
Oh, look at me.
All right, so there we go. Boom. See how well I did, because I had to do a couple.
Not bad.
A little true to the top, but
okay. That's all right, because the line's pretty close to the bottom. I think you're good.
All right, so this, on this end, I tape. You'll see why, because what I do is I go on this sand dollar, right in here, something like that. All right, now more dimensionals. Where did I put them? There they are. My wife's trying to hide them on me.
I haven't touched them.
Always the excuse. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. We have a lot of that in the house. It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
That's because you got kids. Kids are like that.
Yep.
Well,
I got your kids.
Yeah. See, that's just it. She didn't have any of her own, so she didn't have to deal with that. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me put the ink away before I put my hand in the ink.
I'm waiting for that.
Trying to be so nice. So here we go. Now we're going to put this one on right down here towards the bottom, and a little bit of pop, just like that. Look at that. We're not done yet. No. We have to put a little bit of bling. So these are in all
the ink colors.
5 colors.
Ink colors.
All 5 colors.
2024, 2026 ink
all right,
colors.
So let's see how well.
What color are you using, honey? Yes.
Huh?
He uses his little mini screwdriver.
The peach pie.
Correct.
So, yeah, see, snap on. Because again, with my own, she didn't send me home with tools, so I had to come up with my own tool. And just like so, and there it is. Just like, and that's it. That's the card. The whole thing, kit and caboodle, done. So, of course, here's my original.
No, what color?
This is Summer Splash, Sky Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, and Petunia Pop. There we go. I got them. See, so all 5 colors can be done in any way. I did do the pink. I did the Pretty in Pink on all the sand dollars. I did not change that. Just the
stamp color, the paper colors.
The paper colors. Yeah. And then of course
the designer series paper.
Coordinating bling to go with it. So Perfect. That's it.
Super cute.
So those are those. Now Jen wants to, butt in because she's heard enough of me talk. So
I'm just going to share my 2 samples. I put together 2 quickly. So this one, I actually used the new catalog as inspiration. If you have one of these, page 22 is a great resource. At the very bottom here, there's some sketch templates. So if you're stuck for a card or element idea, you can pull one of these and make a card. So we used this one right here. It's just kind of one little piece of paper and 2 banners. And so I made this card using that layers. So we used the Country Woods Designer Series paper from the Country Woods suite. Actually, this is the Country Lace and Country Woods. Yeah, so and that's the name of the suite too. And then I used a coordinating piece of that Designer Series paper for these 2. We stamped 2 of the starfish and die cut them. This one I just die cut. I didn't stamp it. Wrapped some of the ribbon from that suite around, tied it with some linen thread, and did that fun little sentiment that Nate was trying to use all weekend.
Yeah. And she got to put her own ribbon on it.
I loved my ribbons. I didn't do anything too fancy. I didn't tie a bow on top of a birdhouse like you did the other day. That was not easy.
No.
And then this one, I love this one a lot. This one came out really pretty. I love these dies. So these are 2 of the dies, like the bonus dies that are in that die bundle. And then there's stamped sand dollar that we die cut with the dies and some little bonus seaweed greenery from the ocean. Again, we used the Country Woods Designer Series paper with a really small banner, some little twine. I did a big floofy bow and taped that underneath and did some pebbles on the background. So really love that suite. I think I will play with this one a lot. It's just really easy to play with. I whip these together really, really fast. So I think it's going to be a really good one. And of course, you guys know, being by the shore stamping, that anything that's seashore-like, it's in my craft room. So I'll have lots of inspiration for you with this one, I'm sure. All right, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you so much for stamping with us. I think Nate is going to go back to his garage.
She's going to get more stamps for me, and we're going to keep doing this. I've already told
him while we're in Mexico he can make a list and he can get some treats.
And now with the new recording, you guys are going to be able to see more of me. Oh, aren't you so lucky?
So excited. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
See ya.